Yo.
Hey, it's Wednesday.
What's going on, y'all?
Happy hump day. Hey, in all seriousness, very quickly, before we get into the fun of tonight, I do want to just kind of wish everybody who's in the Florida area and along the coast safest prayers. Hopefully everything is going to be okay. We've had a couple of nasty hurricanes, one a week or two back that just devastated the Carolinas. And they're calling for a pretty bad one. And we got a lot of loved ones that are in that kind of area. So we're thinking of you tonight, guys, just so you know. Stay safe, please.
Yeah, I was going to hit on that. I want to thank everybody for the wishes and the concerns about Lexi. She's at U of F over at Gainesville. They're not they're not going to hit the eye or anything, but they evacuated. And now she's up in Panama City with her mom. So she's all good to go. So thank you guys for all those messages. That was pretty cool to get.
Yeah, definitely sending lots of prayers to our Florida friends.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there is a lot.
It's going to be wet. It's going to be a lot of water.
Well, anyway, we will see what happens. And again, the best of wishes to everybody out in that area. So
another concerning thing today that's happened is it's Sketch's birthday today.
That is very concerning.
So I wanted to make sure B remembered, because we know what B likes to do on birthdays. So
I was going to say, can I do it? Is it time?
Is he here?
He is here. I sent him some feet pics early this morning, so I got his day going good. So
he beat you to it.
No wonder he's sick. Sorry, B. No wonder he's sick.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sketchy, and feel better. Happy birthday to you.
Wait, happy birthday, Sketch.
Oh man.
Sketch did have originally a stream scheduled for tonight on Whatnot to celebrate his birthday. He has pushed it to Monday. So if you aren't bookmarking that or following him, please go follow him on IG. Sketch, if you want to put the deets in the chat, feel free. We'll put it up on the screen here. And go give him some love this upcoming Monday on his big Whatnot birthday stream.
Yeah, I've seen some of the stuff he's working on. It's pretty sick. Pretty sick.
Oh yeah, no, he's got an army.
I'm going to do my best to be there. This is travel season for me for work, so I head out to Denver on Saturday, and Monday is our busy day for the exhibit and con. So hopefully I can peek in, but sadly, I might not be there for as long as I had originally planned.
No worries. Work life, I know how that is. Every day for me is Friday.
Been kicking my butt this past month.
Rub it in.
Sorry.
Must be nice.
Sorry.
Well, today, first off, we're gonna get to our guest here in just a little bit. We've got a really cool one today. This particular guest was very kind and brought us an insanely dope giveaway. So right now, I would urge you guys, if you're not, I know you want to increase your odds to win, but I would urge you guys to tag all of the friends and family and loved ones. Get them in here, because this is going to be a stream that they must be present to win. It's not going to be on an IG Live. We are going to do it tonight. So get those people in here. Tag.
Yep. And like our stream while you're there. You're watching it right now. Go click that little thumbs up, if you like us.
Well, it's right next to that subscribe button, so you can hit that as well.
Oh, watch out. Watch out.
Don't trip over the subscribe button.
Hey, Michelle. Oh, Keegan said he may or may not be wearing pants.
Hey.
And he said he's taking his shirt off, so that's too, come on.
Right. He's all hopped up on green M&Ms right now.
We get the best guests. But guys, did you guys grab anything this week? I have been not so much grabbing things because I've been too focused on making things. But
well, I wish my husband was on that same train. But
dude, yeah,
only Saldana would go bigger than Ditto.
This guy,
Ditto's gonna start collecting more Cambots. Let me go get that 50-foot Cambot.
Yep.
I didn't show this one last week. This guy's dope too.
Oh, yeah, he's dope.
Yeah, I like him.
We also got this piece in. Finally. I pre-ordered this November of 2022.
Wow.
Perfect.
And It was a little frustrating. I wasn't sure if I was going to get it, but it is worth the wait. It is a Macbeth piece. It is absolutely insane. Magnetic butt fits in the martini glass.
It looks like Ruxy at Collected Con.
I think they used him to model it, honestly. So
that's my nickname for Rock, Magnetic Butt.
That's my
what is
name.
Silly saying? Oh, never mind. For hi, Silly.
So yeah, so we have a giveaway. You got to be in the chat to win. So don't go nowhere. You guys got to watch it till the end, unfortunately. So stick around. But no, I don't think I picked up anything. I'm just getting stuff in for Decon, like stuff for the booth, stuff for me to make, stickers on top of stickers to give away, that kind of stuff. So, but yeah.
He said that's the only one who doesn't.
What did you grab? I know you went to the grocery store of designer toys.
Yeah. I was very dedicated. So not super plastic. I'm sorry. Help me. Hello, Pop Mart. Thank you. Pop Mart had a big grand opening Saturday morning that was pushed back a week, but they did a great job. I got there at like 7:20 in the morning. Which is a little bit of a drive, as we know from having experienced that from the burbs to Chicago, parking the whole bit. The line was literally around the block. It was stupid insane. 3-hour wait to get in. Well worth it. I will say the store is unbelievably cool. Michelle checked it out middle of the week. Peanut.
Ooh, nice.
And I'm going to go back when I get back into town in 2 weeks, and I'm going to do a nice little video from there and everything. But it's beautiful store. So I picked up some stuff for the stream, a few pieces for myself, and yeah, it was really, really cool.
Awesome.
Nice.
Michelle,
I'm gonna collect some names on the wheel of names, initial names here. So you guys chat for just a minute before we bring Keegan on. I'm gonna settle down the doggos, and then I want to make sure that we've got an up-to-date wheel of names before we do the giveaway later in the show.
Just throw them outside. It's not that cold.
Oh, okay, cool.
B, I saw your piece sold at RWK's show.
That was absolutely insane. Yes. Shout out to Rob J. Bell for buying my penguin.
I was wondering if it was one of our fam that grabbed it.
It was one of our people. Yeah, so that was really cool. For you guys that may not have heard, which you probably all did, but I was blessed and fortunate to be able to have a piece in Strange Cat's most recent show with Chris RWK, featuring Old Friend. And I sculpted on it, which was really fun and new, and a big time learning curve that I learned a lot of good lessons out of. So I was super pumped to see that it sold very quickly. And I'm like so grateful, just so thankful for it. So
yeah, we got there's so many shows going on in the next 3 months. It's unbelievable.
Busy time of the year.
Oh, Hippie's watching this. So Hippie is streaming right now currently on Whatnot, but he said he was going to be in here watching our show while he's streaming.
So we're
he should have us in the background, like in the thing while he's showing off his stuff.
Yeah. Well, Rux said he heard me singing on Hippie's stream on Whatnot on here. Oh, so nice. Yes, he has it on. So definitely put funny. Hippie's name in the wheel. If you guys are in here, make sure you chat in there just once or twice at least, so that way we know you're here. We can put your name in the wheel of names. That ditto is compiling currently.
Yeah, and I know a couple of us are in the chat too, so that might be influencing numbers. But what we'll do, I think I got a good portion of the people in here, in the wheel already. I'll add to it as I see names, and then we'll do like a little roll call before we launch it and do everything.
Yeah, we see new people jump in. I'll scream it out too.
Thank you guys. Oh,
I see. I got to add Vinyl. I got to add Irish. I got to add Steph. So I'll go do that right now.
Iris was here about 11:30 this afternoon.
I thought this had like a built-in giveaway feature, but maybe I missed it. I don't know.
I'm not going to mess around with anything I don't know how to use.
Well, yeah, not right now. Yeah.
Also, before we bring Keegan on, I do want to let you guys know this year is kind of weird with Maya's dance schedule, so I'm gonna have to be jetting out of DT4 on Wednesdays for like 10 minutes to go grab her from dance and then come back. So I just apologize in advance for cutting out on conversation.
She can walk. It's 10 minutes. Just have her just walk back.
They have like Uber teen now or something, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set up like this, like those cameras, like the net camera. You can mount your phone to it, So while
There
she's
you go.
driving, you could, So
Sweet.
We'll figure it out.
Hey, son. Also, can I show off son's piece really fast? And then
That sounds dirty.
Look.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
customized this little
This
mini
guy's like,
tiny
put me in,
chomp
coach.
for son. She
Yes.
commissioned me for it, and it's blacklight, so it's super fun. I hope she loves it.
Just say you're feeding the cat.
There you go. There
Yeah,
you go.
if you're feeling up to it after Keegan, maybe we can bring you on for a quick birthday little tidy.
Yeah,
and
he's
talk
not
about your Monday show.
he's not sick. He's not sick.
Oh, is that all just made up for?
It's made up because he
dramatic
wasn't
effect?
ready for his show. Yeah,
Dramatic
he's
effect.
sick.
Sorry, I'm sick. Anyway.
I can't say anything. I didn't do my show last night, so
Oh yeah,
I can't-
I did notice
it's all right.
that.
It's all right.
He posted it on his story.
It's a lot
that
of
he was
it's a lot of
ready for-
decon prep. Oh, one announcement. Because I know a few people have been asking. I am going to have to move the date of my second annual Toys for Tots charity stream. I originally had it for November 9th, which I thought was locked in. I have a work trip that I'm going to be at, so it will be impossible for me to do the stream and be at the work trip at the same time. So I will move it. I'm going to move it and make sure I'm not like conflicting with Slapshot's big one because they have like a massive to do. It won't be on Thanksgiving weekend, so I'll figure it out. We'll get it squared away. It'll be late November, very beginning of December, somewhere in there.
That's
Dondo
good.
said you canceled your show on his birthday.
Oh, really too.
I didn't. Well, so truth be told, again, work travel took over, and I didn't get home until a few hours later than I anticipated. And by the time I got home, I didn't have a show prepped, and I was like, sometimes you're not feeling it. I just was like, I can't tonight. I can't. So I'm sorry, Dondo. I love you.
Tony Too Fast is here. Welcome
Tony
to
Too
the
Fast
show,
gets
Tony
added
Too
to the wheel.
Fast.
Tony.
So, Ditto, I will have an extra, besides the one I'm doing for it, I will have an extra piece coming to you that I got commissioned by somebody, and they said send it to you for the show. So,
Oh, wow. That's
I'll actually have two pieces coming to you at least.
Well, silly. Now you're free and clear. We can celebrate your birthday and make it all about you on the 9th. I'm sorry.
There you go.
There we go.
My bad. I didn't know originally.
BK.
All right. Well, Keegan's ate all the M&Ms in the back room. I can see it
He's
already.
cool. He's
All
like,
right.
"Are you gonna bring me on this show or what?" Like, come on.
He gets to just chill for a little while. All right, so let's bring on Keegan. EB, I'm going to let you guys go ahead and introduce this amazing human. Let's go.
Yeah. Every time you say that, I'm like, the first thing that comes to mind is like the Bruce Buffer, vibe, like, the intro.
Do it. Let's hear your best Bruce Buffer.
And now, introducing.
So we have a very special guest today. Keegan, we got to meet him at Collecticon. Just randomly started talking. Super, super cool guy. Co-founder of Trampt, CEO of Trampt. And yeah, without further ado, let's bring him on.
Let's bring on Keegan.
There he is.
Hey.
Okay, show's over.
And he has a shirt on and a jacket.
It's
So-
early.
But
It's
no
early.
pants. So
We
we're good.
did, yeah, we
Keep my promises.
He did ask. We did say it was going to be very slow, seductive striptease tonight. So
There you go.
Yeah.
Brooks knows.
The only way I do it.
clothes
That's
will
what my
be
grandpa taught me.
throughout
Well,
the night.
before we even get into the dirt, we want to thank you for the giveaway for everybody that's in here. It's super cool that you're going to do that for us. We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
why don't you show it off and tell us a little bit about this insanely generous giveaway?
Sure. So we've got the Chibi Gravy. This is our mascot. I don't know. Here, I'm gonna hold up a different color of it because I think this color actually shows better in the light. This was the ice cold version that we did at Level Up back in May-ish, I think.
He's cool.
And then we did a pink one that we did at Collecticon.
Aww.
Pink
How
guy.
did I miss that?
Yeah, I
This
didn't
was
know you had
covered.
one collected either.
Did you see the 12-foot inflatable gravy statue?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was next to that.
Did.
Beat it.
No, I saw you. I knew where you were, but I didn't know you were selling anything. We were so busy that weekend; it was crazy.
Yeah.
But-
no worries.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is our ice cold version, the super clear one. These were actually designed by a good buddy of ours, Eric Scarecrow.
Yeah.
Toys.
He's out of Vegas, isn't he?
Yeah, he's part of the new toy Vegas crew with Sket and Ben and everybody who just ditched California and went. Although he came from Brooklyn, so
Yeah.
but yeah,
Love it.
people enjoying the no taxes and the warm weather.
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we definitely need to get him on. He's quite an artist. He makes some incredible pieces.
Well, we
looking
can't
through his
appreciate.
catalog when he's like, oh, he's made like 4 or 5 platforms that I like can think off the top of my head. It's like, oh, he's made like 100 platforms and like hundreds of colorways, and now he's producing toys for different artists through his kind of new gig. So he's a legend.
We can't appreciate you enough for being generous enough to donate one of those for a giveaway. We are going to make you guys do a little tiny bit of work. Obviously, you had to be present. So if you know somebody who would want that piece, tag them and get them in here. Got to stay till the end, and then we'll do the wheel of names. But you're going to have to give us a little subscription. You're going to have to give us a little like, and you're going to have to follow Trampt. That's the rules. We're gonna go post check on that. So it's not a hard.
Yes, I will check every person, by the way.
Exactly.
So.
He will.
So I guess to start this whole thing off for those people, and I know there are a few that are very familiar with you here in our chat, but there will be a lot of people that watch it back on demand as well. Tell us about Trampt. What is Trampt? Where did the idea come from? Kind of give us the down and dirty on Trampt.
Sure. So I got my first designer toy, I want to say in like 2009. Ended up going to Newbury Comics. Shout out to anyone in New England who went there to get all their CDs back in the day. But went in, got a blind box. It was the Dunny 2009 series, and I pulled the Mecha Kazakh, the one they did like an 8-inch later and stuff. But I was so fucking blown away by that thing. I didn't know what it was. I was just like, this thing's fucking rad. And I just looked at the box on Kid Robot, and I was like, all right, let me Google Kid Robot, see what's up. And then hit their forums, and it was just a fucking explosion of cool shit that I've never heard before, never seen. People were showing me stuff from like 3A and, just stuff from, Asia that I've never seen before. Just amazing shit. And then I would always ask questions like, hey, where is this? What's this from? And they're like, oh, I don't know. I got it from a message board back in like 2005. And I was like, well, fuck, I can't find. Am I allowed to swear, by the way? I'm going to swear a lot if I can.
Yeah,
cool.
don't worry about it.
All right. So I didn't know what YouTube thinks is. But yeah, so got really into like kind of find information. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a database of toys. Like there wasn't one. I'm going to build something, connected with my co-founder, Blake, who built the entire back end. And I want to say in about 5 months, we built the first version of Trampt. And I think I cataloged about 20,000 things in like the first 6 months. Just kind of went through, went dyno damage on our database and just added a shit ton of stuff. And then we got to a point where we were like, hey, we're going to make this into something else. What is it going to be? Like, oh, we could build an eBay style marketplace, whatever. And as we dug into the tech, this was again, like 2011, we're like, there's no Stripe. There's barely any PayPal integration. Like you'd have to build everything from scratch. There's no Shopify. So we're like, the two of us can't build like a full e-com credit card processing like behemoth by ourselves. Didn't know anything about, fundraising and VC stuff. So we just kind of went, all right, we'll put it off to the side. It's, self-maintaining. People can add to it, manage their collections, all that stuff. I went to go work at Google and Instagram and Hulu building products and stuff. Made a ton of money, bought a ton of toys. It was great. Then I was like, all right, Trampt is falling apart. It was like built on Rails a decade ago, and it's like search was crashing. You couldn't even register like new users. So I was like, all right, what am I going to do with this thing? Chatted with a bunch of artists to kind of get their feedback. And the one thing that was clear is everyone really loved, they just loved the information, which is like right now, I think there's over 250,000 items cataloged from like shows from like Gallery 1988 back in like 2015 to like, just shows from My Plastic Heart, tons of shows from places that don't exist anymore, like Suburban Vinyl and Dragatomi and all these amazing shops that used to exist back in the day. Like there's the archive of all the stuff that they used to put out. But we're like, all right, what else can we do? And everything is customer focused, like eBay, StockX, et cetera. It's like, all right, what can we do that's artist focused? And that's where it's like, all right, what are the things that we can bring value to for an artist? So besides curating all their work, it was like, all right, let's figure out a mechanism where artists can sell directly and not pay any fees. So you can sell something for $100 and get $100. So we've created a brand new model where basically, when traders collect, they're like, hey, I'll sell it to you, but, pay the 4% PayPal fee on top of whatever I'm selling it for. So that's basically the model we're adapting. So the buyer pays the processing fee. So the artist can essentially sell for free on the platform. There's no other fees. We don't do monthly hosting and listing fees and all that stuff. And I was like, all right, that's great for new artists coming in. How do we help, more established artists who have been in the scene forever? What is a way to kind of help them either, earn some revenue? And we thought of a royalties program. So, everyone got super excited about NFTs. NFTs went up in smoke. But the idea of, I've created this thing, and now every time it's resold, I can get a piece of that transaction. With our massive canonical database of stuff, we know which piece every artist made. So basically we can say, hey, if that item's resold, we can cut you in on a percentage of the sale. So we can introduce this idea of royalties. And the last piece was basically just trying to figure out ways where artists can get discovered easier. So again, we have this massive collection. We have, I think right now, about 20,000 members on the platform who manage their collections. The average collection size is about 87 pieces, I think. So the average is 87. There's some people who have like 1,500, 1,600, pieces. Like, are you
I need to get better at adding my
like all three of us. Yeah.
So there's a great looking at your collecting habits and kind of the things that you gravitate towards. We're able to look at that across 20,000 people and say, hey, if you collect this artist, you'll like this artist. If you collect this artist, you'll like this artist. So we're able to start organically recommending, different artists. So you can come brand new to the platform. If say, I start buying some of Rock's work, but I also buy, Eric Scarecrow's work. People that collect Eric Scarecrow's work will now start seeing some of Rock's stuff because we see that crossover between like collecting habits. So if you collect a lot of cute stuff, we'll start recommending more cute stuff. If you collect a lot of funny stuff, same thing. So it's basically trying to Pinterestize the, that big, massive collection grid and serve you more relevant stuff.
And I love what you're doing with the exclusives for the cons as well. I know me and you have been talking about putting my stuff up where the exclusives are in the different cons. I think that's awesome. If you're getting ready to go to a con, you can look at all the exclusives that are going to drop at that con. Yeah. It's such a good tab to have,
Yeah, you can go to trampt.com/decon right now and see the 3 Rock pieces that are up there. He's the only one that's got exclusives up already.
Oh, wow.
So, we put those into the library.
Maybe I'm the only one going. I might be the only one setting up.
Because Rock doesn't sleep. He's like the vampire of designer toys, literally. He's just all night producing toys.
It's just a great...
No one adds it until a week before the show.
Yeah.
Rock and
300-something editions like the week before.
Yeah. Well, it was crazy because we were at CollectedCon and we were just like, we just happened to hop on the Trampt app and we're talking to you and we're like, oh, the CollectedCon, the DT4 walls are already up there. Like, it's like, when did y'all take pictures of this? It was crazy.
Yeah, we have some great members and curators that just kind of go through and they literally just follow everybody. And when they see something, they're like, oh, that's probably not in Trampt yet. And then they just go do it.
Yeah.
And I won this in the vault that you guys had from Under Our Knives.
Yeah. And
that was such a cool way you get a code, you show the proof. Do y'all do that for every con?
We did cons back in 2017 where we did a bunch of shows and stuff. This is the first time we wanted to do a little fun gamified thing. My favorite though is before you won, you were like, this is rigged. Does anyone ever win this?
I know.
And then you won, I was like, yes, they do.
I know. It was so great. I was like, I never win this kind of stuff. This has got to be rigged. And then I punched in my little number and it opened and I was like,
well, what you didn't know is Keegan had a little remote control, a little button.
Yeah.
If you guys are doing the same thing at Decon, anybody that's watching that's going to Decon, definitely stop by the Trampt booth.
We're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to go more with a press your luck deal where you can just come up and hit the button and it'll go
I'm guaranteed to get a whammy, so I'm screwed.
So Keegan, when do artists give you stuff to do those giveaways at Decon? Is it at the show or prior?
We reached out so we were the sponsor of CollectedCon. So we worked with Corey and Kirby and everybody to kind of email ahead of time, hey, we're part of the show. If we reach out to you, we'd love to do some stuff, get you verified, get your exclusives in. And then part of that was just hey, we're going to do a giveaway. We're going to do some, live stream stuff on the during the show. And, would love to interview and talk to you a little bit about you and send people your way as part of this giveaway. And we also brought 10 pieces of our own just to kind of give away.
So Too Fast Tony asked, is Trampt an app? So there is an app. It's Trampt. If you go into the App Store, I just literally downloaded it while we were on the chat here. And then all your social handles are just Trampt, T-A-R.
Yeah. Except TikTok.
No.
TikTok is tram.pt because when that started up, it was just kids dancing, and I was like, I'm not dancing. Like,
Now it's
I don't need that account.
now it's just you dancing.
Yeah,
He was
it's-
just
Right.
dancing.
although I did register an OnlyFans just in case.
Nice.
There is a Trampt OnlyFans with nothing on it, but
Oh
we'll
no.
see.
I
We'll
do
see how this stream goes.
I do get
Yeah,
the
I
question.
was-
I do get the question a lot about Android. Is that happening?
That is happening at some point. And that's that. Literally, when I posted a question on the story, I was like, "Hey, anyone got any questions they want me to answer?" And 4 of them were, "When is Android coming out?"
So what's the most recent feature you've added to like either your app or web platforms?
So the new one we just added was we updated the drawing feature. So now the drawings that are live on that homepage, basically you can enter the drawing. We randomize the winner, and then you can put in all your payment information, shipping stuff, and all the backend services that capture payment, address, and run the giveaway are all done now. We're building out stuff basically for Decon now. We're in full mode to build out some of those features. Can't say what they are yet. Some of them are pretty fun. And then the last thing that we just launched right before that was this idea of collections. So everyone kind of wants to build their own list of stuff. If you scroll down the homepage, we're starting to kind of pre-fill some of those where, like what are your favorite Transformer toys? What are your favorite Simpsons things? If you scroll down a little bit, there's there you go, right there, those groups of toys. I think Autumn just made a fall one. We've got like Badass Bears. The problem that I have right now that we're trying to rectify is there's so many things in here. Again, like 250,000 things. You're not going to discover them accidentally. So like, how do we start curating and surfacing some of this stuff? And if you search for like Homer Simpson, like you're only going to find items that have the words Homer and Simpson in them. So if it's like whatever the piece from Mighty Jacks with like Homer throwing a pizza, or no, he wasn't throwing a pizza, he was throwing a donut box. Like that doesn't have Homer Simpson anywhere in it, so you're not going to see that. So we're trying to figure out a way through item tags and through these idea of collections to start surfacing stuff, especially things that were made like, a decade ago that nobody remembers.
Yeah.
Unless they bought it.
Well, that's crazy. You guys have done a lot of work, hard work on this. Kudos to you guys. This is very, very cool.
I mean, it was only like not even a year ago that I remember I was so frustrated because I couldn't join the app. I kept trying to make an account. And I'm like, and I even emailed you guys. I'm like, look, hey, I want to track my stuff. Like, what's happening? I had no idea what's going on, and all of a sudden, it was just revamped. And like everything was changed.
To be fair, you caught us right before we were going to launch.
No, it was right there. It was right then.
Yeah,
it was crazy. But I love the app. And
so you guys obviously seem to have presence at the main designer toy cons. The Collecticon. Obviously, this was the first year. I'm assuming we'll see you again there next year. Decon, I'm assuming you guys are probably even at 5 Points.
I've never been to 5 Points. I feel like Josh Miranda hate me that I've never shown up. Literally, I think the first one they did is when I moved from the East Coast to the West Coast.
Okay.
And I lived in LA for a long time. I'm up in Portland now. And we were going to go this year, but my daughter's graduation was on the day. And apparently she wanted to go to that more than New York. So we weren't able to go. Yeah. I was really trying to get her to just skip her graduation.
Well, I mean, come on, business. We'll probably see you there in 25, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah. No.
Now, do you go to any other like the bigger cons where there is like a designer toy presence, although it might not be the focal point, like a New York Comic Con or STCC, any of those?
Yeah, I've been to a few. We've never. Oh no, sorry. Actually, the first one we did in 2011 was New York. We literally launched the site, I think August of 2011, and somebody, I want to say it had to have been Benny from Tenacious Toys, was like, "Hey, do you want a booth? Like, I know a guy, and I think they have like 2 extra." So we ended up like just literally getting a booth, running out there. I bought like an iMac, so we had like a giant like iMac. I literally went to the Apple Store in New York, bought it so we could like display the site and get people to sign up. Yeah, and I want to say in 2 months we put together like a custom show, So we had the Red Matuka guys. And I don't know if you like Sergio Mancini, Tim Muse, Run DMB, those guys.
Gotcha.
They were like brand new, and I knew them from the Kid Robot forums. So I was like, hey, we're going to have a booth. Do you want to get me anything? And literally in like a month, they painted a ton of shit and just shipped it to me. So we had like a mini show, and then we ended up connecting with, it's funny, like half of the things that happen is just because I just chat with everybody on Instagram or on Kid Robot forums or on these things, just always chatted with people. So always made these connections. And then when I said, I was like, hey, we got a booth. I'm blanking on his name, but he ran a company called Bonus Toys with his wife, Aji, Ajee. And she released these cosplay, like a really like kind of, I don't know how to describe it. Like a supermodel-y kind of thing, but almost a polygon-y form with a polar bear. I'm wondering if there's one right behind me. I think it's upstairs. But anyway, ended up releasing like 4 or 5 different toys with her and John Knox, who did this figure called Cody that was like a little, like in his style, it had little tattoos and like little nerdy glasses and stuff. But it was crazy. Like we showed up there and it was like, oh, we've got a custom show and like 4 or 5 exclusives from like these European design toy company. They're like, yeah, you've been working on that for years. I was like, oh, we threw this together in like 5 weeks. Like,
cool.
It all worked. It was great, but like, I wouldn't recommend doing that. Trying to put that shit together that quick.
Now I know, some of these things, and I get how this works, because some of these things you forecast out for next year or months. Some of them come up on you and you're like, well, yeah, what the hell, we'll go to them. But right now, for the remainder of this year and into as far as you can think for 25, what do you guys have planned as far as, presence at on-site events?
DCon is going to probably be our biggest. Been working with Ben and Kevin. We've secured 4 booths right now. We're actually going to be in like a little 6 pod with Super Plastic. We've been doing a lot of stuff with them lately. They have actually a really big thing happening in Vegas. I don't know if you guys are aware of the dopamine art installation.
Area 15.
Yeah. It's like with the Meow Wolf stuff. Super excited to go to that.
Apparently, if you get a VIP ticket, you get into that for free.
Yeah,
is what 3D Retro said. So that's really cool.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, did they just announce that? I don't know if that was
maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think exhibitors also get in for free. So yeah,
nice.
But yeah, so we're gonna do a big 4 booth setup, trying to finalize all the details. But what we're hoping to do is we've partnered up with a company called Graffiti Plus. They do a lot of digital spray tech. So they have like little, like literally like spray cans you hold and you can do graffiti on like a giant LCD panel. So we're looking to do that and have a bunch of artists come in, do some custom sprays, and then sell them as collectible prints, nice. Which I think would be really fun. And then we're also doing an AR character experience. So attendees will be able to come up to a screen, pick a character. There's going to be about 6. And they can customize it, add stickers, do whatever, and then save it to their phone. And then they'll be able to actually like use it in the decon space and take photos and do other fun stuff with it.
Cool. That's cool. Meanwhile, Ian B and myself, we'll just be streaming live. Just
yeah. We're gonna be recording Ditto with this tagging the walls.
Yeah. Nice. I'm gonna be in every experience I can.
So Keegan, how did you think of the name Trampt? Is there a meaning behind it? Is it just a random thing that you stumbled upon, or?
I used to buy domains like a motherfucker in the late 90s. I used to own shutup.com. I used to own all sorts of things. Like I had one, it was fun, like I did like freelance design stuff, and I had Unit D, and it was literally my apartment. So I registered unitd.com. And then some company in California was like, hey, we want to call our company Unit D. We do like skateboards and other shit, and we want to buy your domain. And I was like, all right, $20K. And they're like, sold. I'm like, oh, fuck, crazy. What? Cool. Like, I was just joking and thought it was a scam. And they were like, no, we want to buy it. And they put money in escrow and literally sent it. And I sold that domain for like $20K. I registered unit-d.com because I don't give a shit. And then, obviously they went out of business because they make poor decisions. And I was like, I'm going to buy the domain back. And when I looked at it, it was like a travel site. I was like, that's weird. And then I realized in the back of my head, I was like, oh, the reason I was getting so much traffic on that domain for years is because it's a misspelling of united.com. Like people that miss the E. So I was getting all this
Yeah.
traffic all the time. I'm like, I'm a fucking marketing genius. Look at me
Yeah.
with getting 10,000 visits a month and whatever to my.
Hey, the .com boom the days, that's where it was at, man. Could snatch up all these great domain names and then wind up selling them off over the years.
Yeah.
Now everybody wants everything that's
so many
even
of
near
them
their
go.
name.
I let so many of them go because back then they used to cost like $170 a year, which if you have 3 is great. If you have like 100,
it adds up quickly. Yeah.
But yeah, so many of those I let go, and now I have so many stupid ones that just make me laugh. My favorite is suckmyfat.com. So, but what I do is I use an email alias. So like Apple at suckmyfat.com, Amazon. So, and by the way, everyone's gonna like spam all those emails now, like whatever they go to garbage.
I'd like to buy that from you.
Yeah, somebody tried to buy it from me because they wanted to use it for their liposuction documentary, and I was like, nope, it's too funny for me. Like I use it all the time. And like when I check into a hotel, they go, they'll be like, can I confirm your email? I was like, yeah, go ahead. And like, it's hotels at suckmyfat.com. I'm like, that's correct. So it's really fun to make them and like telemarketer guys and everybody else have to say it out loud.
Tony, to answer your
Vegas.
go ahead, Rock. You're the Vegas boy.
No, it's in Vegas and in November, the middle of November. So
it's up by Fremont, right? The big like overhead LCD old Vegas area.
It's good. Yeah, it's in that area. It's in the World Market Center convention place now. This is kind of new, actually.
Yeah, it's Designer Con is what it's officially called. It affectionately goes by DCon, obviously, and it's put on by 3D Retro. Anybody can go. Yeah, it's. I think vendor booths and things like that are probably all locked up by now. But sure, you buy a ticket on their site. You can get VIP badges, just like CollectCon or any of the SDCCs, any of those kinds. Yep, just a designer
VIP
toy.
guys get like a big box of stuff, so there's usually goodies and an exclusive toy.
Yeah.
This is my first time going. I'm excited.
Oh,
it's
nice.
a lot of fun. Hopefully, we get the turnout that LA had, but it's a great con because it's kind of like a bigger collected con, I would say, but it's more. There's more other artists and stuff. There's some crazier stuff than what Collected had, but it's a lot of fun. It's a great show.
And although a lot of the West Coast, artists will travel to, Chicago and New York for 5 Points, not all of them do. So this is a good opportunity to kind of get to see a lot of the West Coast art and artists and things like that.
Yeah.
I am noticing fluctuation. I am noticing fluctuation in the chat. People come and go, and please, guys, if you are in for the giveaway, do not go anywhere. We will be doing that at the end of the chat. Just a little side note. Sorry, Keegan, go ahead.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, I was gonna say, do you guys remember when it was the Vinyl Toy Network?
I don't remember those days.
No.
That was like the first 2 years. It was that before they switched it to DesignerCon.
Really?
Back when it was in Pasadena.
I'm just interested to see how the turnout's going to be compared to last year's, vendor-wise and people-wise.
Yeah, so last year was weird because they shifted it to December, so it was super close to Christmas.
It was terrible.
Yeah, the timing was awful, but obviously I still wanted to go. And the biggest problem was a lot of overseas artists from Asia were like, we're not traveling in December.
Yep.
They just refused to go. So the show was smaller than the year before. But I got to say, talking to a lot of the individual vendors there, they said it was their best show ever because I think there was still a good amount of people and there was less competition. So they were able to sell more stuff.
Yeah, I've been the last couple years and it's a lot of fun. It's different than any other show. So that's what I like about it.
Yeah, Pasadena was great. There's a lot of memories of every bar going around there.
And they have VIP night is Friday night. So if you get a VIP ticket, which I highly recommend you do, if you're going to want any of the exclusives or any of the bigger, harder to, stand in line type pieces, get a VIP ticket, get it done on Friday. And then you got the weekend to just hang out and buy what you want, not have to stand in lines. But
so Keegan, tell me about the gravy. How did that come about?
Gravy came about from my wonderful wife.
I was wondering because I saw it
over here. Yeah, she's wonderful.
I saw it said, what was it? It was produced by Eric Scarecrow.
Sorry, he just did that chibi version.
But I saw the last name and it was your last name, so I was curious.
Yeah, Miri Rooney, my wonderful wife. She's an illustrator basically when we never had a mascot until we decided to relaunch. And then I was like, all right, we need a face that isn't my face on everything. I'd love to have a character, so I'm not on every live stream and everything. How can we represent the brand? And then, I think that was basically the only criteria I gave her. And you came up with what? The octopus guy first, where it was, there's like an octopus guy, some other weird kind of cat thing that we did. But then when we got on the bear, it was one of those things where one, it's so cliche, but it's perfect because it's like everybody has like a bear or a bunny in some version in designer toy platforms. So we were like, let's lean into the bear. I'm a big fat bear, hairy dude. It kind of fits. Let's make him super lazy.
Please don't stand up then, if that's the case. Please seat it, Keegan.
Yes, the pants are not secure. And then it was like, all right, so what else can we do to it? And, obviously we put the crown on it because everybody has to have a crown. There's no reason not to. And then the eye thing was weird because, just having a bear is fine. And then we were like, oh, let's tease it out a little more. And let's make him kind of the all-seeing, collecting, encompassment of like the collection kind of mantra. Like,
came first, honestly.
Did the eyes came first?
Yeah, because even the octopus, all of them had a lot of combinations of lots of eyes.
Do you want to come and chat for a sec?
I don't think I can.
Okay, never mind.
Nope.
Well, but yeah, did a lot of versions. She's checking her hair. We ended up doing a lot of versions, but yeah, this is Miri.
Hi.
We
There
love
she is.
Gravy. Gravy's great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
B took I'm trying to find the picture right now. B took a picture. That's like the first thing she did. She saw Gravy hanging out, the big inflatable.
Oh, the big inflatable.
Oh
And
yeah.
she got super excited. So I swear we took a picture, but
Yeah, that one was wild. When talking to Corey, he was like, "Hey, we're gonna make an inflatable for JC. Do you guys want one?" And I'm like, as a sponsor, he's like, "Yeah, I'll just make you one. What do you want?" And we gave him that design, and he was like, "Oh, the design, because of the way you had the hand and the cup and everything, is like it can't be 8 feet. It has to be like 12 feet tall." I'm like, "Fucking go! I'm like, let's do it." I paid like an extra $400 or whatever to make it 8 or 12 feet tall.
Wow.
I'd like a 27-foot one for out front of my house, if that's possible.
yeah, you dress them
I'm
up.
gonna
Just
just
move them
blow
out.
it up in front of my house and just see what the neighborhood reaction is.
Yeah.
Like, not tell them
let's do
anything.
My townhouse association would probably frown upon it, but who cares?
Is that an HOA violation?
I was like, why are you
whatever.
talking to me?
20-foot inflatables.
So we also Keegan, you obviously have a very cool collectors database and platform for artists to showcase themselves and find one another. You've done a great job with it, but we also like to learn a little bit about the human behind the art or the artist or the designer toy company or the platform. So we're gonna find out a little bit about Keegan, what makes you tick. Are you ready?
I was not warned about this. I'm not good. I don't have human emotions, so this will be hard.
You'll be fine then. That's
Perfect.
perfect.
Your heart will
Amazing.
grow 1.5 sizes. It'll be fantastic. So we've got, I see ACB's name. So I'm going to start off with the foodie question because our resident foodie, ACB, who's a big collector and loves food, always wants to know kind of, foodie questions. So do you cook at all? And if so, what's your favorite dish to cook? And if not, what is your favorite food in general?
I hate cooking. I'm the laziest human in the world. I will eat cereal and pizza all day. Like,
Let's go. Let's go.
500 pounds if it weren't for my wife being like, eat a fucking vegetable. Like, all right, fine. But when I do cook, the only thing I really like cooking is meat. So I'll cook steak and whatever, and love a nice medium rare steak. But yeah, I don't have time for cooking. I don't get pleasure from cook. Like, I love going out and eating great food. Like, I'll go to an amazing restaurant, eat a delicious.
So what's
meal.
your one or two of your favorite,
Out to
types
dinner
of foods?
foods.
Oh my God. So we live in Portland, which is like food cart capital of the world. Like, there's so many amazing things right around our house. So we walk down the street. There's an amazing restaurant called Eem, EEM. It's a Thai. Oh shit. I'm giving away like where I live. You may be able to triangulate based on all the restaurants I give you. But yeah, so Eam is a great place in Thai restaurant. They have like all these different curries and stuff that are super amazing, super spicy.
I think the giant bear outside your house would might keep
just look for the 27-foot inflatable gravy
bear, 27-foot bear in front of my house. I don't know where it came
Google
from.
Maps right now.
Find that and turn
You
left.
can see
and go
that
to
from
Eam.
Google Maps and satellites up in
I
space.
always wanted to know, like, if you could know, like, when Google Maps satellite was going to go over your house and take a picture, like, so many things I would love to make it. For that.
There you go. See, we're learning all about you even without asking questions, Keegan.
Look, I found it. There's
there
me
you go.
and gravy.
Oh, you got a whole bunch of gravy cooch there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like,
Yeah. We it's funny. We actually we wanted to tilt him forward, like he was leaned back on purpose because it was so close to poor Megan Stain's glass booth that if we put it forward, it was basically like looked like it was going to fall on all her stained glass art. So I was like, all right, we'll like push it back and tilt him back a little bit because
the funny thing was that you were going to be they were going to put you next to us at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because they said, oh, there's going to be some huge inflatable next to you guys, so be ready.
Yeah,
and it never happened. So.
Well,
hey,
it's good.
Quick.
You didn't want to be next to that. It hummed like the entire thing.
So sorry, really quick. I have to shout out Funko Lover because she put a really kind post and tagged us all earlier this week. And so we just appreciate your kind words. And we, you know,
means a lot. Thank you.
This community is amazing. So thank you. Okay, so sorry to interrupt you.
Thank you. Yeah, that's okay about the humming because, you know.
Well, you guys were like rocking out back there. Every time I could go by, you had music blast in.
That's our Red Guardian right there.
Red Guardian.
And my speaker, but yeah.
Yep. It's got the playlist.
Speaking of playlists, are you a music guy? I mean, when you're kind of working on the app or doing any of that kind of stuff, what's that Keegan playlist like?
Yeah, I'm all 90s shit all day long. So 90s hip hop, 90s rock, doing some
NSYNC, Backstreet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
Do you have the moves? Are you doing the boy band dances? Do we have video? We'd like to see that.
Oh, that is on my OnlyFans, so you're gonna have to pay to see.
Perfect. I will pay the $2.99
maybe
a month.
with or without pants, TBD. But yeah, but the only problem I have is when I have to write when I have to write our code, then it's all like lush lo-fi stuff, where it's just beats and no words because I can't write code or write with other people talking.
Mm-hmm.
What show are you and the missus, or just you or the missus, currently streaming right now?
Oh my god, what are we watching? I don't even remember.
We just finally finished Severance. Which
Oh yeah, that Severance Apple show.
That was really good.
We just finished that. Like we're like a year late to that. Honestly, I'm so busy with Trampt shit and coding and marketing and like I haven't been watching anything. I missed like the last 5 Star Wars and whatever Marvel things or shows that are out.
I'm a normal human, so I've watched Bake Off and Only Murders in the Building.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
Oh,
Nice.
The burning question that I've been asked a few times too, and I was curious about, and B was curious, everybody's curious. Like, you know, people were just like, how the hell is my custom on their website? They're like curious. I mean,
And Red wants to know
so-
how you gave it a white background. He's very impressed by your search and white
Just
background
curious
skills.
how they found them.
So the first, I want to say 50,000 items that were added were all hand removed by me in Photoshop. I wanted to try and create a certain aesthetic that felt like it wasn't just people shooting some shit in the dark. So it was like taking it off of blogs, taking it off of forums, and I would personally clean up all those images. But now there's so many tools to just like drag and drop and remove the background. I just use remove.bg because it gives me like just enough thing. Like you drag it in and then it's done and you hit download and it takes like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I think it's just impressive that you take, because I mean, I guess I'm the same way. Like whenever I want to list something for my show, I'm real particular about, okay, I don't want to just take some random photo and then just put like a cluster of all these photos together. It just looks, you know, so when you hop on Trampt, it's very neat, nice.
That's what I was going to say. I like the thing that I think I like most about the Trampt app is how clean it looks, which is why I'm like an Apple fan. Like I like everything being like very clean and organized. And I feel like all the pictures and stuff, like it just makes the art pop when you remove the background, you know? So, and it's user friendly too. That's the other thing that's really nice about the app, which I'm not very tech savvy, unlike my husband. So I feel like it's very user friendly for even people like me.
But yeah, not even just taking the background out, but just taking the time to find people's work, you know, and then, loading them. So that's.
Yeah. I think the big thing though, with the images is for me, it's art. Like, even if it's a $8, blind box dunny. So like, to try and elevate that, if you have really shitty photographs, like, it's not going to feel important or notable. So like, trying to curate that feeling of, this is important shit and it's worth taking the time to actually curate it correctly and put it in the best possible light, was part of what we wanted to do the whole time.
Yeah, I was shocked. I was shocked to see all the Collected Con stuff that was put up on the app that I didn't even know was going up there.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty cool.
Red's so confused. He said some of mine were done in secret. How'd you find it, basically?
If you put it on Instagram, somebody found it.
Yeah.
And ACB is asking, he wants to know who all can add those to the app. Everyone or just verified users?
Yeah, so anyone who's a member can add stuff. We wanted to make it more wiki style. One, because artists are generally lazy and or busy, so they're not going to do it. But the fans who want to, have it as part of their collection want to add it. So if you hit that little plus button in the bottom corner on the app, you can add stuff. You can't add stuff currently on the web. That is coming shortly. But any member can add stuff. And then we have a curation team. If you go to the search with all the stuff on it, or any artist profile, you can hit the little plus button in the bottom right, and add stuff. But yeah, and when we have a curation team that basically just goes through and looks for brand new profiles that were added, like brand new artists and stuff, and then we approve them. Plus button right there. And then you can add designer toys, custom toys, art prints, or art. We're talking with a few other companies like Sideshow and Super 7 to start getting some other kind of collectibles in there. So they would have more action-y figure stuff and more like statues. We've been getting a lot of requests for when is it going to have skateboards, and when is it going to have? It's like, all right, let us get designer toys down, and then we'll blow it out.
Yeah, and I think it's good to have our own, little area to show off all the stuff. Yeah.
I was actually about to bring that up, Tucci. We had a conversation at Collecticon about how you get approved or verified on the app. How does an artist go about basically claiming their name on the app?
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So it kind of works as like a Facebook model. So you need a member account. So you would need an account. And then you think of your profile as like a Facebook page. And basically when we verify, we basically make you an admin of that page. The reason we did that is because we have so many artists who, like a Brant Peters, who is Brant Peters, is Circus Posterous, is Stranger Factory, is like many things. So having one person be able to control many things, or you have, artist pairs who like Beast Brothers, where like each one of them would want to log in to their profile. So we needed to have kind of a one-to-many and many-to-one relationship. So it's confusing. It's not purposefully meant to be that way. But we also have to have the ability to essentially create those profiles without the artist. So we create those profiles when people add stuff to the database, and then when the artist comes along later, we go, oh, cool, like your stuff's already here. We verify you either, by your domain or, through social media. And then once we figure out that's who you are, then we just verify you.
How about for the artists that have their own theme song? Do you have an audio component? No,
that will be coming in 2020.
Inside joke.
Yeah, no, I freaked out when I saw my work on there. I was like, oh my God, I'm on Trampt. Oh my God, I made it. That's
the funniest thing to me. I love that. And there's so many artists who reach out who are like, oh my God, I didn't even think my stuff would be on here. I'm like, it's for everyone. You make shit, put it on here.
Yeah.
And so many people that are like, oh, I wanted to reach out. It's like, reach out to me anytime. I'm DMing everybody. I want every customizer on here. I want every artist to feel like they're welcome and part of the community and have the ability to connect with collectors.
I love that.
I don't want anyone.
And you are very
I'm
easy.
Start a new stick figure motion book called Keegan with No Pants, and then we'll put it on there.
As long as I get royalties.
You are very easy. It's 100% true. You're super easy to get a hold of. I messaged you, and 2 seconds later, you're like, send me the pictures, white background, we'll put it up, and this, and this, and it was done.
Well, don't tell everyone that, because then they'll.
Well, no, but you're easy to get a hold of. I still got to figure out why I try to put a password in, and it's still not letting me. I think it's me. All
right, you can reach tech support right after this.
Yeah. Because I even tried it tonight, right now, as we're on here, and it didn't work.
Yeah, someone was talking about customs. There's a collector named Danimal. I don't know. He's on the app. He has insane collection. He actually
I
opened
love
a
his
store here.
yogurts. I love his yogurts.
That's where all his money really comes from, and then he buys toys. But he had a shop here in Portland that was amazing. And when he came on the site, he's like, "You had like the entire like Darth Vader custom show that was at like Heritage Auction in 2010 on your site, and you had all these customs that no one even knew about, like the first Kid Robot Dunny show at like I think it was like Skirt Ball or something. I don't remember the name of the venue, but he's like, you have all these like, how did you do that? I was like, oh, we just put them in back in 2009. So 10 years later, they're just there.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I think Ditto's talking, but muted.
Perfect. Oh, you
look like a bad like Japanese.
That's exactly what I was going for.
All right, cool.
Dominic had asked, does anyone go through the listings and remove duplicate product?
So yes, if you flag them, there are a few. Right now, if nobody has them in their collections, I can easily remove them. If there's people have them in their collections as duplicates, it takes a bit for us to like merge them together.
Yeah,
so we're building a tool to help do that. But right now, I have a backlog that's called cleanup on my in my mail folder, where once we basically had that feature where we can merge stuff together easily without doing database injections, then it will be cleaned up. But definitely report it all. It's getting logged. I can't remember who, but somebody went through and did an amazing job going through and flagging like 50 things.
Where can people reach out? Where do they do that, on the app or the website?
So if you're on the app, in the top right corner, you can click the little 3 dots, and you can either edit the item if you want to add more information, or you can flag it. Or if you want to add something very similar, you can hit add similar, and it'll like duplicate all of the inputs from that item, so you don't have to like manually enter everything.
Is there a quota that if I flag a certain amount of items, I get paid for it?
You'll maybe get a badge in the future.
There you go.
We'll see. We actually do. So there is a concept that we have running in the background called Karma. On the old site, it was called Reputation, where basically, if you added a thing, you got 10 points. If you edited a thing, you got 2 points. And it was mainly a prestige thing. It was just for, shits and giggles. It was on the homepage. We actually had one member, Nick Talk, who I was the number one person on the top, because obviously I added like 50,000 things over a decade. And in 2 years, he beat me in rep by adding like another 50,000 things by himself over like 2 years. And he literally just went, I won, and then left. That was it.
Mic drop.
Yeah. Did an amazing job.
Never doing that again.
Things. I tried to DM him like when we relaunched. I was like, hey bud, I want to send you a bunch of stuff as like a big thank you, and never heard, like, I don't know if he just fell off the internet or what happened, but
so Nick Talk, if you're watching,
yes. I owe you big time.
Red's gonna flag all my crap, so I'm gonna be off there.
Is that good karma or bad karma? I'm curious.
They didn't say what kind. You just karma.
Now we're gonna get creatives cards on Trampt. That's the next thing we got to do.
Yeah, trading cards was another one, because that's what it's like. It's close where there's so many awesome like artist trading cards, but then it's like, cool. Do you then open the rabbit hole to now it's like Pokemon cards and Magic stuff?
No,
and
just creatives cards.
Now it's baseball cards, and it's like it spreads.
Yeah. We only want cards with artists on them. That's all.
Well, that's all I want. Yeah.
What do you want people to know about Trampt or anything that you have coming up? What's something that's burning in Keegan's brain?
I mean, the big thing is we want to be the place that artists can just put their stuff and sell it, and not worry about maintaining their own shop, spend less time on social media, having to promote drops over and over and over again. Trying to let the platform do a lot of that legwork, especially if we're able to match you with collectors who love resin or love customs or love the thing you're doing. Being able to automatically get your work in front of them, without having to boost a post and have 1 million followers, like that's where we want to get to. So anyone coming in brand new can just be like, hey, find your family, find your collectors, find them here, without having to do a shit ton of work.
What's your vision? How long before you see that being a reality?
I mean, I'm hoping that's a reality next year.
Okay.
I think with getting the marketplace part of it built, honestly, we would have been better if we could have started from scratch. I mean, the database was the biggest thing that had the most value, having that many pieces cataloged and curated. But converting that from the old system that we had and then converting it to that took like 5-6 months. just to kind of convert all that stuff before we even got to building kind of more of the marketplace side of it. But I think launching the marketplace side, that we just like basically launched the drawing, like the full drawing feature now, so people can run their own lotteries. I think it's the first step. Then artists will be able to sell directly on the platform, and then after that, collectors will be able to sell and trade with one another. I think some of the big things that we have, because we do the have and want lists, is if you say you find a toy that you want, you're like, oh, this old dunny, I want to buy it. When you get into the cart, that seller, we can be like, oh, he also has 2 other items that you want that are in your want list.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, cool, like boom, boom. You can add them in, or we get to the point where we can start facilitating trades, where you can find somebody who has a few things you want, a few things they want, especially when you get to like blind boxes. It's so dumb, like selling little 3-inch toys for like $7 a pop, where it's like, oh, I could trade 5 of these for 4 of those plus $20. Boom, transaction's done.
You pay the same to ship, just the same price as the actual piece itself.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
But figuring out a way to actually connect those people based on like how they collect, or even like being able to find, you know, that you have a variety of things that person wants, and you're able to facilitate a trade. Because it's really hard to say like, oh, I want to trade you. What do you have? Oh, literally nothing I want. And you have that back and forth. You used to have that back and forth on like the Kid Robot forums, where it's like, oh, I want to trade for something. And then it's like 800 posts of shit that guy doesn't want.
So what can artists do to help, you know, like us as artists, what can we do to help Trampt, like in your vision? Is there anything we can do currently to help that mission?
Yeah, I mean, the big thing is coming on making sure we have your work is step one. So really trying to help curate that. So, you know, if we're missing pieces, like we can help you add it. We can help you get that organized. I've had a couple artists be like, that's not my piece. That's like somebody entered the wrong artist name. So like going in and kind of cleaning that stuff up. The second one is, you know, helping us help you start doing drops. So now that we have this new feature, and that's what some of the, I grabbed some grails from my storage unit that are on the homepage right now. So some Cause pieces, an old Kano piece that's long sold out. That Dweezil dragon is insane. If you've never seen that person, it's like 20 inches tall. It was an old Kronk piece from Kid Robot from way back in the day.
I was looking at that. The thing is crazy.
Yeah, that thing's like 20 inches tall. So it's massive. Yeah. But basically getting artists to come on and start doing drops on the platform. And then, you know, just working with them to get their community on so that, you know, we can all kind of grow together, rising tides kind of deal. Where the more artists we have on the platform, the better their work is discovered. And then, you know, hopefully the more work they can sell.
Sketch was wondering if you guys have any kind of videos, guided videos on how to work through the system.
We have some support pages that I built. So at the bottom of the thing, there's a little like support link that has like how to add stuff, how to claim items as an artist so that you can earn royalties on them later, and some kind of little helpful guides. But it is on our plan to start making some videos because people don't like to read. So being able to make like a 40-second video would be super helpful.
It's going to be awesome. I can see it growing like all the time. It's going to be great. I can't wait.
That piece.
Carson, Caitlin.
It's crazy.
That
yeah.
piece.
Wow.
Carson's a good buddy. I loved all of his cutout stuff. I think he messed up his wrist forever by how many cut vinyl pieces he made over the years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Is that a dunny? And that's a dunny in like a cube. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, his
That's
stuff.
that's the cool thing about Trampt is like the first time I started adding my collection, I was like, oh, this is dope.
Rabbit hole.
This is
Yeah.
new artists that I didn't even know about, you know. So that's
The average time for someone coming on is about 40 minutes.
I was going to say, forget TikTok videos and reels. I'm going to start just scrolling through Trampt now and go broke. Thanks, Keegan. Appreciate it.
DT4 has, I think DT4 has a page on here, y'all.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that we have a Trampt page?
Yeah.
I don't know if you have a page. I know you have the platform, the DT4
Oh, the
wall that's in
DT4
there.
wall.
I
Yeah.
don't think we have it. Yeah.
That's
The artists are like, you know.
I just
the
know
ones
I am a
that-
tramp. That's all I know. Well, Keegan, let's do the giveaway. I think.
Yeah.
It is probably time. I think I'm going to need your guys' help. So I'm going to read off chat. Here's what I need you to do. And EB, Rock, and Keegan, maybe you guys can watch the chat and let me know if I'm forgetting anybody or if they say yay. And then as a backup plan, if we pull a name and that person doesn't respond, we will pull again until the person who's in the room responds. But I want to make sure I have
Did you get White
I want to
Knight?
make sure I have everybody. So I'm gonna. Yeah, I did not yet. So I'm gonna start reading off names, and you guys say if you did not hear your name after I read them off. So here's what we
And
got.
if you have not typed in the chat since you've been in here, type "I'm here" or something so we can see your name. Because we won't.
And
be
I
able
am
to
not
see
currently
you.
looking at the chat, so you guys will have to kind of read that off to me, Rock. So I'm going to read off the names, and then if you have not heard your name after I read them off, please say me or something. All right,
Jester
I've got
B.
Michelle.
Well, Ditto. Wait, before you go there, let me give you some names that you can just add now first, because they came in during the show, like Jim P,
Mo.
Mixit,
A lot of
Silver
Pachino.
Lion.
there Tony Too Fast,
I have
Jester,
Tony Too Fast. I have who? Jester.
Jester, yeah.
Okay. Yep.
You got Vinyl.
I do. So let me start
All right.
reading names because I probably did catch a lot of these. I was watching
Okay.
the chat. And then if you did not hear your name, just say, hey, add me. All right. So I've got Michelle, G. Marie, Silly, Tiny Little Tucci, Ruxy, The Birthday Boy Sketch, EK, Geo, ACB, Spoonsy, Cardi, BK, Sun Soul, Ganga, Boo, Tammy, Hippie, Irish, Vinyl, Steph, Dominic, Dondo, Tony Too Fast, TP. Is that the Jim P that you were trying to give me, or is that two
No,
different
just
people?
Jim P is what I see.
Okay,
TP,
Monster
you said?
TP. I saw TP earlier. Yeah, I put it on there. Monster Lash, Adam Grice, Glass Inc., The Guardian, Art Collector, Funko Lover, Rob to the J to the Bell, White Knight, Jim P, Mo Mixit, and Jester. Did
I
miss
just
anyone?
love opening stuff. Add that one. I just love opening stuff.
That's
Sun
Sun Soul.
Soul.
I have her.
G. Marie.
I got G. Marie.
TJP. It's TJP. That's who
Oh,
TP
that's
is.
TJP.
Yeah,
Why
he
do
doesn't
I-
like the
my
J in
eyes are
his
bad.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This feels like
Any-
a Key and Peele
You got
skit.
Shep.
Hey,
Any-
Ron. Hey, Ron, are you here?
Anybody
Get
else?
Shep.
Shep? No, I did not get Shep.
It's
Okay,
subordinate.
Shep.
MC Channel.
I did not. MC Channel. Okay. Oh, hold on. There was a typo. Give me a second. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's it.
Okay. All right. So speak now, or forever hold your peace. If you don't think
Hippie?
I said Hippie's in there.
Hippie likes my spikes.
So here's what we're gonna do, guys. I'm gonna bring up the shared screen. We are going to shuffle. I will pick Keegan. You're gonna let me know how many times to shuffle once I get this up. So hang tight a minute.
Let's have Keegan tell us again what we're giving away, because a lot of people weren't here at the beginning.
Yeah. Show this figure. Talk about
I'm
it
trying
again.
to make funny comments. Hold on. All right, here we go.
I'm busy.
A little chibi gravy. We haven't released this yet. This is probably going to drop next week. Oh, Screenception. Little ice cold chibi gravy, designed by Eric Scarecrow,
Oh no.
based on original art by Mary Rooney,
What is
I thought you
that?
closed it.
and a book called Precious. Wait, no.
It's so cool.
Oh my
Okay.
God,
Can you guys all see the wheel?
Wheel.
How do you get the buzzer?
Is that a yes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Keegan, normally
Did
we
you get
will-
White Knight? Did you get White Knight?
White Knight is in there.
DXE?
DXE? No, I did not get DXE. I will add her right now.
I'm just seeing if I got any other names. You got G. Marie?
I do. She's at the top, I believe. Hold on.
Sure.
I can't
Yep.
see those names, but
Michelle,
Yeah,
G.
I
Marie,
didn't read
Silly, Little Tucci, Roxy,
Irish.
Sketch,
Irish.
BK,
Thank
Geo,
you.
ACB, Spoon, Cardi, BK, Sun Soul, Ganga, Boo, Hippie, Irish, Vinyl, Steph, Dom, which is Dominic, Dondo, Tony Too Fast, TJP, Monster Lash, Adam Grice, Glass Inc., Red Guardian, Art Collector, Funko Lover, Rob Bell, White Knight, Jim P, Mo Mixit, Jester, Chep, Mick Channel, and DXE. Anyone else?
next time we're doing a picker. We're doing a comment picker.
Well, there is a StreamYard giveaway tool.
It's just,
And there's a good comment.
Well, let's
picker.
just use
Well,
that. That's fine.
This will work for tonight.
that did all the work.
All right, so here's how this is going to work. You're going to give me a number to shuffle 1 through 10, Keegan. And then,
MC, I think we have
and
you
then
on there, Silver.
we are going to run it one time, one winner. If I call your name and you do not respond within 5 seconds, we will boot it and go to the next name because we need you to be here. So how many times am I shuffling, Keegan?
Undertone. Let's go for lucky number 6.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I was going to say
4,
69.
5.
Well, he only gave me till 10.
All right. Are we ready, gang? Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Keegan, again, thank you very, very much for this generous giveaway. Awesome.
Of course.
It's an awesome giveaway.
Here we go.
Mm-mm.
Good luck, everybody.
Dun,
This
dun, 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 dun.
might be a little delayed, so I'll wait a second beat to read the name. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, Jester.
Jester!
Jester here.
Okay,
Jester,
Jester.
please
Jester is here.
Yeah?
Uh-oh.
He was. Where did he go?
Uh-oh, did he leave? Oh my
No,
god.
there he is. There he is.
All right. Congrats, Jester. You are the winner. Let me get this down here and turn off the present. Oh no.
So what we'll do is get you an address, Keegan, so you can chip it out. We appreciate that so much.
No worries.
Yeah, that's awesome. Again, we usually get a toy each.
He said, "Give it to the birthday boy."
No,
Oh,
don't give it
that
to
is
him.
Jester. What a nice gesture.
Wow.
Jester, my birthday's in February, just so you know.
Now, you do, when you're saying the birthday boy, I'm assuming, just confirm, because there were a lot of people talking birthdays in the chat. Do you mean Sketch, whose birthday is today?
There might have been another person named Birthday Boy.
I had a birthday.
Well, I saw everyone going, when's your birthday? Donda, when's your birthday?
Well, Keegan's in his birthday suit underneath
Yeah.
the table.
That's
that's
true, too.
awesome.
Half my birthday suit.
All right, so Sketch, by
Good
default, Jester, who won, is gifting to you for your birthday, sir. Congratulations.
There you go.
That.
We will get you my address to send it to me, and then Sketch doesn't get it.
There
You
go.
guys can fight it out later.
Perfect.
Once
Yeah.
it leaves my house, it's not my problem.
Right.
Well, Keegan, anything else you want to tell people before we let you free here? Again, thank you very much, guys. Check out Trampt. It's on the IG handles except for TikTok. It is Trampt, which is TRAMPT, and the app is Trampt.
Yeah.
The website's Trampt.com.
Try to make it easy.
What else you got?
Tramp.app will take you just to download the app if you're too lazy to
There you
search
go.
for it.
Perfect.
And if you ever have when you want to come on for a couple minutes on any of our shows, just please reach out to us and we'll bring you on. If you got something big to announce or going to launch another part of the app, just let us know and we'll bring you on for a couple seconds and talk about it.
We do
Okay.
have one question that I did see Vinyl ask earlier, but we are about to draw. He wants to know about how the royalties work. Is that something that you would be willing to answer real quickly for us?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. So we don't charge any fees for the artist to sell. But when we enable collectors to sell, we essentially take a 10% fee like eBay, StockX, etc., and then we pay the royalties out of that.
Okay.
So
Seems
it's-
like a fair, good way to do it. That's
pretty
awesome.
straightforward. But yeah, so that technically you can, as a verified artist, you can go into your profile. Like if you're on your artist profile, you can hit the little 3 dots on the iOS app and say manage royalties, and then you can go through and you can just start claiming all the items. The only reason we did that is because so many items were added by other people. We just want the artists to make sure like they actually made that thing because there have been mistakes. But when an artist adds their own stuff, it automatically claims the royalty because you're the one adding it. So we're assuming you made it.
Yeah, Vinyl, it will be the seller.
Yes.
Yeah, the seller.
Yep. It's good. I like it.
Yeah, that's the plan.
All right. Well, Keegan, we look forward to seeing you in just a short month or so away at DCon in Vegas. We will come hunt you
38
down.
days.
We'll give you a
Don't
big
even
hug.
tell me that. Don't even say that yet.
We'll look for the 27-foot inflatable gravy. It'll be fantastic.
We're upgrading to 40.
40 footer.
Hey!
He's going to be right next to the 38-foot Frank. Glowy
Bigger
Frank.
crotch shot pics coming
It's a
soon.
gravy bouncy house.
And then
that's
at the end, in true Vegas style, we can deconstruct it like they do all the old hotels. We'll just
Just turn the power off. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be
Oh,
just
Yeah.
explosions all the way down.
We
Yeah.
do have one more question. Rox
Oh,
wants
yeah.
to know if 2 artists did the work, can they both claim royalties?
Yeah, so it's when you look at the item itself, you can have multiple artists. Right now, it'll just split it evenly. So if there's 2 artists, 50-50, if it's 3, whatever, 33 and a third. And then what we want to do later, if there's a, if some artist is like, I really didn't do anything on that, and it should go more to them, they can actually change the percentage of royalties as long as both people agree to it.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
and then if they don't, they can dispute it, and we can have a whatever. We'll do a people's
Arm
court
wrestle.
thing. Yeah,
That'd be
we'll figure it
fantastic.
out.
Awesome.
All right.
Nice.
Well, great questions from the chat today. Keegan,
Yeah.
you fit right in, buddy. You got the sense
Yeah.
of humor. You rolled right with it. We love you. Appreciate you.
it.
And
You're family now, so
appreciate you,
you're
man.
welcome
Yeah.
back anytime. Seriously.
you're in
Sounds
it.
good.
And
That's
if
good.
you ever want to
Keep that.
use this video goes up on our D24 page. So, and we get a lot of viewership after.
Yeah.
So if you want to promote it, be my guest to shout it out. If you want people to learn more about you, just say,
Yeah.
hey, we got a video up over on DT4.
Yeah.
We're going to start producing some shorts too. So if you ever want to get together with us, just email us, hit us up on our DMs. We can always produce a couple of shareable shorts or something like that.
And then
too.
we'll do pants. We should do
Not-
pants after
not
the short.
pants.
Not wearable shorts.
All the clothes.
shareable. Yeah. That's it.
All right,
Actually,
Keegan,
well,
have a great rest of your night, and we will see you in a month, buddy, at DCon.
Sounds good, guys. Thank you so
All
much.
right, see ya.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys, don't forget Trampt. That's TRAMPT. Go download the app right now if you haven't. Go insert your collections in there if you're an artist. Go get yourself spotlighted. Make sure all your pieces are up there. It was fantastic. Keegan's a good dude, man.
Yeah, and shout out to
super
the
good.
chat. Thank you guys for asking questions. It definitely makes it a more fun interview, I think, for us personally, whenever, we have questions that, you guys come up with that, we can ask too. So it's awesome.
Well,
Appreciate
we
being
got
here.
we got a good crew in here. We're gonna go ahead and tease a couple of fun things. Our Halloween show is our next live show, and that is going to be with the one, the only Reese O'Brien. So that's on the 23rd.
Yeah.
And that'll be live, same time, same channel, the whole bit. So do not miss that one. We've also got a bunch of shows that are in the works. Help me, guys. Remember, do we have any that are locked in officially? I think we do, but
TJP,
TJP and
Down
JFO.
the road.
JFO.
that's on what? December
That
4th?
is on it's
No.
voting day, November 9th.
Oh, November 6th. That's right before, the week before.
Right before
DCon.
DCon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So that'll be the show right after Reese O'Brien. And then I know we've also got our big second annual holiday show where we have tons of fun and surprises and more giveaways and all kinds of fun stuff. I think that's December 18th-ish, whatever that Wednesday is. I know we've got a big.
We
Which
got a
one?
little bit of then we have a little bit of a break
Until
until the 8th of January, which is when we're gonna have we confirmed this before I say that?
not the date, but
Okay.
we're looking to have we're looking to have Nervous Wreck on the show. One of the artists who's putting on the drone show, but that's further down the line.
Yeah, next year. Next year.
A lot of really,
I
really
know
good
we're
shows
working on
coming
a December 4th show as well that we haven't locked in. So
up. Yes.
lots of fun stuff coming. So please go do all the right things. Subscribe, smash the like button, comment on any of the past episodes or this episode. It's all appreciated and all help.
For sure.
The dreaded algorithm. So
ACB said that Pop Couple's gonna have a Whatnot show. That's a Halloween show coming up soon, so that'll be cool. That'll be
Nice.
fun.
yeah.
So lots
Oh
of
yeah, they have a lot of cool stuff.
lots of good stuff coming out soon. So you guys, keep an eye on IG, keep an eye on Whatnot. Come hang out with us.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming, guys. A lot of shows coming up, a lot of customs going on. Craziness about to happen.
Should have a DT4 calendar.
It's called our IG DT4_live. Go give it a follow.
I'm trying to convince B to customize this.
He's
So
gonna be
maybe-
Mr. November.
What?
You're gonna be Mr.
We
November.
got a count. Oh, we have a
Yeah,
calendar.
we're
And
gonna
a
get a
calendar. Oh, I thought he meant. I didn't know he meant
Yeah.
that kind of calendar. I thought he meant like a upcoming calendar.
Make it happen.
Rock is Mr. December with the
There you
sculpture.
go.
Yeah.
And his little Santa suit.
No,
No.
Dondo was Mr. December. I know
Oh, that's
special
right.
guest, he has to
Dondo
be-
definitely has to be Mr. December.
Yeah.
Well, he's
You-
December and July.
B will be the rest of the months because you don't want to see any of our ugly mugs in here. That's for sure.
No.
What do you guys got coming up? EB, anything coming up in the next couple weeks?
Just our typical show on Saturday. We do have a card show coming up on, I think it's the card show. And then we also have a comic book show coming up too, which is crazy.
I think comic books first before cards.
So the comic book show is on
the 18th. It's of October, which is NYCC. It's called like Beyond the Con or something on Whatnot.
So just Whatnot stuff.
Go bookmark us. We'll be on Saturday. I don't know what cases we're running. It depends on if the stuff that you sent us gets here in time. We may run.
You should have it tomorrow, I would think.
SpongeBob Skull Pants case and
just random other stuff from around the room.
Tokidoki and PC.
Rock, how about you? What do you got coming up?
Friday. He is launching.
Man, you killed that mask, man. I love it.
This is super exciting for me because I never thought I would be putting a mask on Frank so early. But we got some red colorways, 2 reds, a pink, 3 blue, and I think that's it. So they're going to be super limited. It's going to be on my Instagram. It's going to be at 12 o'clock Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern. First come, first serve on my DMs. So be ready for that.
We need a classic Mighty Ducks version.
And Sketch helped me put this mask on him. So thank you, Sketch. He killed it. It was a little challenging, but it turned out really cool. And they're fun to do. I'll probably do these throughout the year and just put them up on my website. So,
and of course, if you're going to Decon, look for Rock at what table or booth?
327, booth 327. We're planning on doing a really cool backdrop for the booth. So come by and say hi for that and check it out. It's going to be fun.
Nice.
We're going to have a 48-foot Frank in our booth. No, we're not having that, but that would be cool. That would be cool. I am going to be.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I
was just going to say, I saw Cardi said October 30th.
Thank you.
Rux and Sneak and Ruck.
Very special show with we're going to be hosting Rux, Sneaky, and Cardi, and they're going to be doing a collab show on our Whatnot. So we have that one listed already, so go bookmark that. We're going to have more coming out about that also.
They're introducing 2 new Heart Warrior characters, Sneaks and Ruxes, that they're doing a collab on. They're going to have, I believe, some hoodies for purchase that are only available on the stream itself. All proceeds will be going, to them, to the artists for that. They're going to have some stickers and some DIY cards and, a lot of fun stuff. So come join us on that. That's October 30th. If we don't have a bookmark, do we have a picture up for that one yet?
That's already up, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, go bookmark that one. We're excited to collab with them.
It's going to be fun.
I am going to be doing a panda from 7 Sketches for his custom show.
Nice.
I may or may not be slicing off his ears to put horns on him. Just not. I don't know yet. But it's going to be fire.
When does that happen? When's that show?
Decon. I'll be at Decon. It's going to be the person that are running it is from the Heart. It's the store out of Hawaii. Yeah, they're going to be running the show at their booth. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be fun.
And then, of course, you got Monday, the delayed Sketches big birthday stream over on Whatnot. So go check that out as well.
Yep.
And JFO blind boxes are getting ready to launch at Decon too. That's going to be fun. I can't wait to see those. Those are always great little blind boxes.
We'll definitely be promoting those on our show. That'll be right before Decon whenever JFO and TJP are on. That's amazing.
A lot of stuff. Poppin' Beards. Before all this, I skipped over NYCC. Poppin' Beards. If you guys have not heard of them, go follow them. NYCC, they will be having a booth. They have a ton of Arlux stuff. They'll be hosting me and Sketch for the 2 that I know for their Arlux Cyber Skull show this year is going to be at their booth. And then Tenacious Toys, Benny, is having the Arlux Bits pieces at his booth. And at Tenacious Toys booth at NYCC is going to be huge again this year. So go by and say hi to him.
Texas in the U.S. It's like the focal point of NYCC.
Okay, that's a little
Tenacious Toys.
For designer, it is for the designer.
Well, yeah.
He has a great booth. So a lot of stuff.
Good night, Irish. Ditto. What do you have coming up?
Friday I'll be doing a lot of Pop Mart stuff that I picked up at the grand opening. And then I leave for out of town for work, so I probably won't ship until I get back. And then I've got some other cool stuff coming up. I got a big Halloween stream. Speaking of Halloween shows, I got a big one planned. That's already bookmarked, or it's already up there. The placeholder's already up there. And then, of course, for me, the big one is going to be the Toys for Tots show. Date TBD. I will let everyone know when that's going to be. So if you're interested in donating in any way, shape, or form, just hit me up, DM me. You can reach me on Whatnot DMs. You can reach me on IG, ditto_pop. And you can send carrier pigeon, whatever you got to do. And we've got some cool stuff already. I know we've got some pieces coming from a few of our favorites. Grimley's got something special planned. Sneak's
He has
got
a show
something
coming up
planned.
too. Grim does. Yeah.
Do you know when?
Did he say for sure?
Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout.
Yeah. Just go look at his name on IG.
Everybody, please, if you're in the hurricane area, please be safe. Batten down the hatches, and please let us know if you guys are around any of those people. Please look after your neighbor. Give them a call. Check in on them. That would be awesome. So, yeah.
Hey, Lex.
All right. Well, thoughts and prayers are with everybody that is in the Florida area. Guys, stay safe. Rock, you want to take us out?
Everybody, again, be safe, stay happy, and gosh darn it, guys, be nice to each other. And we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do? End the stream.
Bye.